Hello, hello, hello. Hello, good evening. Na, 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 na. Mara, 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 mam. Mara, 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 mao. How is going here, huh? No, but it's not live. England, Argentina, is it finished already or? England, Argentina, 0-0. Oh. England, Argentina 0-0, 46 minutes. Ah, yeah, so it's live. It's live, it's live. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Too many windows. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, my people. I guess that all of you are watching the World Cup, most likely. But that's fine. I want to fix a bug. I'm not really watching it, but I keep it on the second screen and see. But anyway, at the end, I don't really care too much. But it's England, Argentina at the moment is 0-0. 2 minutes of the second set, or how you want to call it, and second time, and yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch that. I mean, I don't really prefer to fix a bug. So there is a bug, right, that many people reported, which is a bug on quality 300 enchantments. Now, I need to understand it first, so I need to reproduce it first, right? And then when we reproduce it, we have a chance to fix it. So the first thing is to understand exactly what is the bug. So basically the people are saying that sometimes when enchanting gems, no practice points are awarded. Okay, so the first thing that we need to check is in our rules, right? And on the math script, there is definitely a script dedicated to experience, right? And calculate skill experience. Calculate skill experience. There it is. In theory, it should be this one. Let me see. I think I have a lot of spoilers around. Calculate skill experience. It should be this one. Practice point should be more than 0. Oops, it disappeared. Why disappeared? No, because now it's reloading. No! Yeah, we have to wait that he completes the indexing. Calculate. Practice point should be more than 0. I think it's probably related to this. It could be. Hello Hula, hello everyone. So you're now watching the semi-finals of the World Cup? Or you're watching it probably on the second screen, huh? Or on the first one? Work manager. Result practice. Yeah, it could be here. It could be or that the practice points are 0, probably the... But okay, okay, let's try to reproduce it, because otherwise, I mean, if you're just you know, trying but not, I mean, just looking at the code but not really. So let's see if we can what is that? Oh my god, it's not open anymore. It's not open anymore. Seems it's not open anymore. Okay. Okay, let me open it again. Our default server config, yeah. So we are actually going production already. Repopulate item false, NPC should be false, location false, quest false. Okay, all of that false. Quest false, random event false, generation false. Okay, so what is the easiest way to reproduce this bug? These people, there are enchanting gems, I guess. I think someone also said that there was a bug open on it. It's true? Maybe the bug explains better the detail of this. Let's search for 300. Can't use Tigran Steel to upgrade from quality 299 to quality 300. Enchanting quality 300 gives no practice. Can be related to this. Enchanting gem does not give magic XP. I have looked at enchanting game gem mechanic. There is an issue with experience being recognized for the use of magic when enchanting gems. I'm fully up as a blue way mage, so I was using Crystal Way for enchanting. Gives basic XP but nothing in relation to magic XP. Nor does it state how many points are needed to gain to the next level. Okay. 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 Okay, let's try to reproduce it first, because I think that that's the issue. First issue is to be able to reproduce this thing. That's the first thing to do. Hello, Sulfrods. Hey. I don't care about football. In the past, I remember having enjoyed a real match of the World Cup like Vanuatu, Liechtenstein. Really? Yeah, I also don't care too much, also because Italy is not in, and but in general, you know, football has never been something that I really care much. So there is this bug that we are chasing, that experience is not assigned when you enchant a gem and the resulting quality is quality 300, right? I need to understand why. I think it may be a cap that we put by purpose somewhere, but doesn't really make sense actually. So do we have all the maps? Oh my god. Possible. I see a lot of loading. A lot. No. I mean, we have some, but not many. Still, it seems to be loading a bunch of stuff. Death Realm, Gojaveda, some Iliakum maps. Okay, should be pretty much done now. Yes. Oh wow, the cache. I think I have to restart my Firefox. It's really suffering. Sometimes it happens. There's basically no loading things anymore. Okay, so. Oh, I already have the Book of Enchanting Gems. No, I have gem cutting. Okay, it was would have been like weird. Enchanting Gem of Power. Enchanting Gem of Power. Okay, is it specific to any crystal? I don't think so. I was enchanting a quality 300 emerald crystal using a poison glyph. Quality 300 emerald crystal using poison glyph. Oh, we already have an emerald crystal. Fantastic. Bombastic. Okay. Okay. Do I need to put the crystal in, or can I keep the crystal and the glyph in my hands? You remember that? Where is Now, let's boost my... What was guy saying? Blue way. Blue way. Blue way, we have 200. Wow. We are pro. Ah, the freaking pickaxe. Yeah, they also asked me to change that. I will change it. How much time does it take? It doesn't take much. There is the progress bar. Why is doing this animation, by the way? I have no idea, really. Okay. We created quality 206. The problem probably is that the original was not good enough. I have to boost the emerald crystal quality as an input, otherwise let me boost the quality of this guy like 300 and then it doesn't remove the glyph, huh? We don't consume the glyph when we are enchanting, huh? Okay. Strange. So now it's quality 300, right? And so it should probably generate. Now my only request at the moment is to be able to reproduce the problem. First I need to reproduce it, and then we can do something about it. Starting quality calculation with quality percentage F. Why saying percentage F, by the way? Huh? That's a bit weird, but yes, it didn't give experience. I think it didn't, right? Current quality reduced to? Why? What is this message, by the way? Where is it coming from? One second. That message. Current quality reduced to percentage F. Calculate the effect of the quality factor for the skill by the skill level. Subtract the percentage from the current ingredient quality. Yeah, it's a bit strange that it's not, by the way, substituting the values in any way. Worker send system info. Worker send system info. Maybe this part never actually worked. I don't know. The problem is that send system info, I guess, is. Oh no, okay, it's here. Send system info. Receive system message string. It's not substituting anything. What? Got format string %s. Well, there is another problem, but definitely looks wrong as well. It's not substituting, right? It seems that this format message is actually not working properly. I don't know. We have to test this because it seems not working. But anyway, apart from that, right? We reproduce the problem, right? So, which is great. So it means that we can do it again, but with the server in debug mode, right? And trying to understand if this is not taken into consideration or what else. Because if I do it normally, yeah, I think it should be here. I think it should be here. Yeah. Okay, so if we launch it in debug mode and we catch this point, I think we can see what is going on. We can see what is going on. So we also would like to fix the maybe let me delete none of the map is modified. Okay, let me start it in debug mode and see. It will take a bit to start, unfortunately, but That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You actually built? I don't know why you built anything, but there was something to compile actually. We will have to do a fix. On the single line, right? So because my server and my client, I think, are not compatible anymore with the current server version, or anyway, I don't want to break it, right? So okay, we're loading up. We load the client as well. Hello, Lawrence Salo. Hello, hello. Are you streaming only on YouTube? No, I see. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. Yes, I stream at the same time on YouTube and Twitch, thanks to Restream, which is a really fantastic service, and also, if you stream only on 2 places, it is free, which is insane. So it's fantastic. I can stream, you know, I can send the data once and I get it posted twice. How long have been developing this project? Pretty much my whole life. My whole life. My whole life. I started when I was in high school, but at that time this project was a 2D project, not a 3D project. Then it became a 3D project with a different engine, an old engine, now doesn't exist anymore, that is called Crystal Space, and we released it. And then a few years ago I decided to upgrade it to Unreal Engine, just to give it new life, because with the old engine was not possible to upgrade it anymore, right? So the engine was so old and not you know, maintained anymore, and so I decided to do an upgrade, and I'm pretty happy that I did it, because I gave new life to the project, right? I gave completely new life to the project, and yeah. And so now there are still people playing it after many years, and it's always fun to see people joining the game and playing. And I'm planning to do more updates and more changes, but obviously the scope of this project is insane, right? So an MMO is very complex to build, right? But it's also the reason why I'm still doing it, right? Because it's very interesting. It's very nice. I mean, while doing this, you know, you learn a lot of stuff, and you touch pretty much every possible aspect of game development, right? Everything. I mean, from animation to storytelling to music to sounds to, you know, rules and game mechanics, and so it's insane how much stuff you can do with it. It is a team. Well, it was a team. It was a team at the beginning. Yes, we had quite some people working on it, and then there are some people on and off, right? But if anyone wants to join and help, they can help. At the moment, there are a few people helping. Like there is one guy that is here in the chat, Sulfroth, that is helping on some quest and dialogues and lore, you know. And there are some people helping, but you know, people are helping also by subscribing on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, and all of that. And I do commission. I commission work, right? With that money. And so, oops, we are already here. What do you mean? We didn't go through this? Oh wow. Something happened false. Interesting. Something happened is set to false. Wow. Oops, I got disconnected because I paused for too long time. So yeah, basically it seems that the game thinks, right, that nothing happened. I cannot believe it. Yeah, but the modifier should be different, no? Yeah, I think the problem is here. I think the problem is here. But it's very strange though, because so basically what this check is doing is checking if the result item is identical to the one that you gave as an input, right? And I assume that it's checking the emerald crystal that we have transformed. You are a musician? Maybe I'll commission music for free. Ah, that would be great. We have a nice set of music already, but we are not, with the music that we have, we cannot cover all the areas, right? Because certain races, for example, do not have their own piece, and I think it would be great to have more music for some of the races or some of the new locations. Because actually, I added new locations. If you want to hear some of the music, I can play it. We have about 20 plus pieces that are made for us, right? Have been made for us a long time ago, but yeah, before AI existed. Okay, let's try again, and this time we will, yeah. So for example, I mean, all this area, which is the desert, right, it doesn't have its own music at all, right? And it would be nice to have. You can connect to Discord, right, to our Discord, which is down below. If you scroll down, there is the link, and you can contact me, and yeah, you can look around a bit of our game and our community, and if you like it, yeah, you can contribute. It would be great. Okay. Okay, let's try again, right? And see. I think we are very close to fix it. I mean, to understand why it's happening, though, because I think it's happening exactly for that reason, right? That is, and I also have to change this animation, by the way. I have to change the animation, which is a bit weird. Which is a bit weird. Do you compose already music for other games, or do you compose music? Fuck AI music, yeah. No, I understand. I used Refusion a bit, just to test the capabilities, and I have to say that it's not bad, but it is very repetitive. I mean, it tends to generate pretty much, you know, the same stuff, but yeah. We don't need this. Yes, this one, right? So this is where the problem happens, right? So we have our new item, which is getting compared with the source item, right? So there is a source item and a new item. And what this thing is comparing is the UID, which I assume that will be the same for both. So source, well, source item as UID 0. As UID 0? That's very weird. As UID 0? Okay. Ah, no, here it is. Base stats 674, right? Yeah, and obviously the resulting item also is 674 because it's still an emerald crystal, right? It just has the it just has a different properties, right? But it's still right. So if I go here and I check the base stats UID, yeah. So the first check definitely is identical. Then the second check, right, is trying to understand if the item quality, if the resulting quality is the same, right? And in this case, I think will also be the same because it's 300, 300, right? So if I search the quality, there should be somewhere here. Item quality 300, yes. Crafted quality 300. So it's a 300, 300, right? And in the new item will be the same. Yes, 300, 300. Item original quality 300. Yeah, so also this check will be positive, right? But now, you know, what I'm trying to understand is why these checks are failing, right? Because in theory, the modifiers definitely should be different. So the source item copy should not have the same modifiers. So you see, modifier here is all empty. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. So it's null, 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 null. While on our new item, right, the modifier should be are still null, null, null. So maybe they have not been applied yet. Have not been applied yet. Yeah, but with this comparison, then yes, they are identical. And so this guy goes in something happened at false. But why? When is the strange? Because it should have happened already, right? It should have happened already. Transformation should have happened already. So he's doing the transformation here. That's a bit suspicious actually. But the resulting item is definitely correct, right? So I mean, it's a bit suspicious that we get a resulting item. Yeah, so this is saying that nothing happened, right? But let me just see if now new item has the modifiers now. He still has no modifiers. He still has no modifiers. I've been composing for 5 years. Nice. The only time I compose music for video game is when I made my little game in Unity, but I say I can compose pretty much everything at this point. Nice. If you want, I can play some of our music and so you get the feeling of it. Let me do that. Let me play. I mean, we play it at the start of every stream, but maybe I can pick some specifics that I think are the best ones. Okay, let me pick. First of all, our main theme, right? Our main theme. Our main theme is played in the login window. What is that? Plane shift main theme. This one. This one is the main theme. I will stay silent so you can listen to it. The main theme. Then the Ojaveda one you want to listen? Okay, the Ojaveda one is also very nice. This one or the other one? There are two Ojaveda ones. There is this one. Okay, let's do this one. There is the music of the city of the cat people. So it's a bit more arabesque, you know, let's say. Exotic. I don't understand why the modifiers are not on at this point. It's so strange. I don't understand why our new item doesn't have the modifiers this one. Yeah, this one. Then there is another one that I like a lot, which is the character creation. There is the character creation theme. This one as well. There are so many that I like anyway. I think all our music is very nice, and we even had more than this, but obviously I selected all the pieces back in the days, and let's go back to the playlist. So the music you listen now is not ours. Okay, let me search for. I want to see if the resulting item has modifiers. Yes, it does. Look, on the database, right? On the database, it has been saved with the modifiers. 500 and 518. So actually, he got the right modifiers. I don't understand why when I debug, right? And when I'm here, I'm getting, unless they are stored in another place. But no, I don't think it's possible. I think they must be stored under modifiers, right? But it seems that the modifiers here are actually empty. Ah, wait. Item modifiers. Item modifiers. Modifiers IDs. Ah, then is this one. Wait. Are we checking the wrong stuff then? Get modifier. Return. Wait, I pressed the wrong key. Return. Yeah, there is a returning modifiers. A list of modifiers for this item. We will keep just the base and current, but then it wouldn't be able to track down the kind of modifier being applied to this item instance. It would be difficult to find where to add the modifiers in the database. Max modifiers 10. No, but this is something else. No, 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 no. This is completely something else. This is completely something else. No, this is not our modifiers. This is not our modifiers. Our modifiers are inside. That's why. Okay, okay, okay. I think we found the issue. So it's thinking that nothing happened because the yeah, the only weird thing is that it's checking only the first three. It's only checking modifiers 0, 1, and 2, right? I think this code is wrong. I think this code is wrong. It's been wrong forever. It's been wrong forever. Do you have a SoundCloud? Well, do you have a SoundCloud account but is empty currently? You can find me on Spotify. The best way anyway to connect to our Discord. If you didn't do it yet, do it. And okay, sorry, I was just answering some messages. We will actually need some music for the card game. I don't know if you know, but I'm building a card game at the same time. I started a few months ago, but it's coming along very, very well. I mean, I can use the same plane shift music, I guess, but if the card game had his own piece, I think at least one piece, I think would be very nice. Okay, so my takeaway from what I'm seeing is that this code has been wrong since the beginning of time, and the only reason why it worked properly is because the resulting quality was different from the source quality, right? That was the only reason why it worked. But this get modifier 1, 2, 3 is not the modifier that we want to check for. And also I can tell you that I have no idea what these modifiers are used for, right? Because these are not the random loot modifiers, right? These are not the random loot modifiers. And I have no idea what the hell they are actually. Spell modifiers. Active spell. No, but it is something else because this is inside the spell. It should be something inside item, right? Something inside item. Change mesh and icon based on the new modifiers. Apply modifiers. Yeah, but apply modifiers is applying the item modifiers, not the... So I think that this one is not even going to touch... Yeah, exactly. It's not even touching that other variable. This one is touching the item modifiers, which is the new one. Yeah, but this one definitely is working with the with these guys, right? Is working with these guys. Yeah, okay, let me try, let me see if we can actually get hold of that other modifier. If we can get hold in any way of this, right? Can I search it by, I need to search it by find usages, yeah. Need to search it by find usages and see where in the code we have a has modifier, we have just the for loop to destroy it at the beginning, to clean it up. We actually have an add modifier. And we can see if this one is actually used. Probably it is in the copy, no, it is in the add modifier. There is a getter. There is a check if the modifier are the same. If it's stackable with. That is very risky. That is very risky. Are we not checking the real modifiers? Can you stack 2 emerald? There are. We will try it in a second. We will try it in a second. Then is the copy, okay. And there is the copy. So basically, the only one that can actually do anything is this guy. Is add modifier, right? So let me find the usages of this. Ha! And the only usage is inside copy. So basically this is never used. This is never used at the moment, at least for what I can see, unless it's used in scripting. That is never used, right? So it's something, it's some feature that we had there, but I think a song for the card game would be very nice. A theme that then we can expand later on. Okay, let me test something, because now I'm very curious, right? Now I'm very curious. So if I enchant, if I have two different, if I have two different crystals enchanted with different properties, but they are both emerald crystals, right? So I have a psychic lesser emerald crystal, for example, right? And now we get a new one. And this one we give it another another prefix. How do I get all the prefixes? Root modifiers. Okay, for example, this guy is a dark. No, sorry, is dark. Whatever, greater, right? So greater dark emerald crystal, right? Yeah, dark greater emerald crystal. So I want to see what. So if I want to stack them, they won't stack. Okay, they won't stack. It's a bit weird though that it doesn't stack even if in the code, right? There is checking for the can stack. It seems there is no checking can stack. No. What was the name? Fuck. No, but very easy to find now. There was the function. There was checking if this one. Check stackable width. Exactly. Check stackable width. Okay, let me see if we go through this. If I try to stack. Yes, we go through this actually. Ah, because it does it by name. Okay, so basically it is working because the name is different. And so you can stack it. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So we have to consider that this name is also considering the modifiers, right? So this we consider the modifiers, yes. So yeah, we have to change okay, so we found the bug, right? We really found the bug. The bug is in this code, which by the way has been wrong since ever. And because you see that it's 0, 1, and 2, so it was supposed to check get modifier ID. Get modifier ID. It's not even that though. No, it's not this. It's not. No, it's not this. I have to compare item modifiers, right? By item modifiers is not exposed. Item modifiers. This one, right? This item modifiers is private, so is not so you know what? I think we compare the name. We do the same trick. I think we can just compare the name. I think we just compare the name. I think it was a good trick. We do exactly the same. I think it's a very good trick. Oh wow, this one is even checking the description. Well, the description maybe is a bit too much. I can just get the name, I guess. It's a bit of a risky change, but you will tell me. I think we can equal case insensitive, or do we want to... ignore case. I'm thinking if there is any possibility that this fucks up something else. Can you describe what the card game should sound like? The card game is... I mean, I can show you the card game for a second if you want. Even if it's still secret, but, you know... I can show you... I mean, it's secret, but someone's seen it. So the card game is fully based on our game. And is fully fantasy game as well. So he has the same characters, the same monsters, the same spells, the same items, the same setting, the same everything, right? So, and by the way, for the one of you that have seen it already on stream, you will see that now it's very different. Yes, because I changed pretty much all the screens. So there is the login screen, and actually this is the entrance of the city, of one of our main cities. And these are two characters that are pretty small, but anyway. Two characters that are guarding the entrance, right? And there is the view of the main city. Obviously, I had to change things a bit because I need this building to be all in the same view. So actually the arena is not here. The arena is on the left, but and also this building is rotated another way, and this is not here. I mean, everything is in their own place, but people don't know. So basically, here you go to the tutorial area. Here you go to the build deck. Here you go to the play, right? And if you go to the play, you can play normal, ranked, or go in statistics. And if you go in the tavern, there's a big spoiler, by the way. If you go in the tavern, you can see, you know, the inventory, the quest, the shop, the profile, right? And then I don't know, if you go to the shop, you can buy stuff, right? So it's a very... And by the way, you can buy avatars now. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, so this is the overall feeling, let's say. So it's very fantasy themed, and yes, end of the spoiler. I hope to release this new updated version for the alpha testers in a few days with a new UI, but I want to add a few more things before doing that. Okay, so now we will do this. For example, the music that is running now, what is it? Main menu of what? Wait, what is this music running now? View file info. Infinity Castle Dungeon. For example, this song is pretty good. I would see it in the card game. It's a pity this one doesn't have the name of the game. Now we should show at the bottom. I mean, it needs to have a bit of a theme, right? Like this one. Da, da, da. This one is very nice. It's very nice, I really like it. Another one that I like a lot is Might and Magic Fates music, but obviously that's a famous one. I can you cook up something and send you on Discord when I'm ready. Nice. Talad, yes, Talad is my name on Discord. This game, I don't know if you ever played it, but it's relatively new, but it's a card game of Might and Magic. So it's kind of a rebuild of the old MMO DOC, but I mean it's very different, unfortunately. But the cards are the same from Ubisoft, and the main theme is very nice. I mean it's a bit repetitive, but it's very nice. You should play it. You should play it in the main menu. By the way, sometime I don't play this. Yes, this one. Is it the maximum? This one. The problem is that it's very repetitive. Like now there is a bit of piano for like 3 seconds, well, or 20, and then pretty much it restarts. So you have the same. That's very cool. It really sticks. It's one of those songs that really sticks. So when you play, well, I mean, as soon as you hear it, you immediately think, Might and Magic. The problem is that they made it super repetitive, so the actual song is probably like 30 seconds, right? And then it has few variation, is repeated forever, so it's she's a problem. Okay, so we got everything. Let me recompile and maybe we can fix this then. I mean, we can check if it's fixed. Now we will have to do this fix specifically, And also I will have to remember if there is any difference between, we will have to rebuild the server pretty much. I will have to rebuild. So the first thing, let me see if we made any changes since the release, right? So the release happened 0755 happened the 24th of May now. Wow, it's a long time. More than a month ago. Then after that, the 27th of May, I did fixes and log verbosity. I think I did a server release. Let me see. Yeah. I did a server release with some small changes here and there, setting some logs to log instead of warning and things like that. And then I did another server release on the 21st of June, fixing some crashes, delaying some random message for NPC proximity. Okay. Fix the NPC AI. Okay, so the 21st of June is the last server-side release. Okay. So then we have to understand after that, right, if I did any other client changes, and we can do it very easily by this. Oh wow, there are a million changes. No, because these are the change. Okay. We can avoid committing this. I think that these are the ones that I did now. Yeah, this is just the comment on top of item, and it is the comment on top of the, and this is the change that we did for the source item copy. Yeah, exactly. I think that these two files we can put in. The rest we cannot. But yeah, no, I didn't do any other change. Yeah, so I think we are good. By the way, the miniature of Planeshift reached Gonger, so Gonger received it, which is nice. So the third miniature is there. Fantastic. So we got one in India, one in the US, and one in Europe. So we have all the three main continents. Fantastic. Okay, so we recompile this, and I think we can test it and see if that change actually works. If this change works, let me also change maybe the animation. Why the animation is doing that? That is very strange. So the animation is derived from the transform in theory, no? Trade, transformation. Isn't trade transformation that has the process and the process has the animation? Yes, I think so. Process ID. So if I take trade process, animation, yeah. Animation, craft hammer. So if we take the emerald, no, whatever, the if we take the emerald, where is that? Okay, if we go here, and we check, I'm on the other screen, and we check the emerald, the gem crafting, whatever, the gem enchanting. The gem crafting is not the gem enchanting though. Okay, I found it. Process enchant. I don't see process ID 745, process ID 745, animation cast. Animation cast. Animation cast. Why? There is probably something not working in the propagation here, because actually the animation is cast, but is not. We can search that. Okay, let's test this bug first, right? If we fixed it for real, and then we will also check the animation, because it doesn't make any sense that you are doing the mining animation while. Right. In theory is inside no, it's before end of work event, right? So it's in like start work or something like that. Start transformation event, start transformation, yes, I think it's this. So this should also have the animation in theory. Send the animation. Yeah. In theory, right? This is the thing. Right, we will test that as well. We will test that as well. Let's test the bug first, and then we test also the animation, because it really makes no sense, right? Nobody's on the list and live in the same town than you. What do you mean, Hula? Live and on the list, huh? Ah, leave, you mean? Live in the same town. You mean the card tester or what? Ah, no, for the miniatures. No one is No one is from my city. No, no, no. The card miniature. We have most players in the rest of Europe and in US. No, no one is on the list in my city, unfortunately. But the list is gone now, so I don't think I will do it again. I don't know. It's been very painful, actually, to create those 3 miniatures. I mean, it's been nice, but very painful. Very, very painful, I tell you. Very painful. Takes me a lot of time to do a single miniature. We'll fix that. Hopefully it's server side. I mean, if it's client side, I don't know what to do. But hopefully it's server side. Okay, so what we are expecting now, right? After this completes, after this guy completes hammering the air, is that we actually get practice and we get all the statistics like normal, because now the name is different. Ah, experience point, there it is. Okay, so now it seems to work as expected, right? Now I hope I didn't introduce any other issue, but it should be good. It should be good. So this one we fixed. Can I send you a small snippet? Yeah, you can on Discord, yes. I can watch, I can listen to it now if you want, or I can listen to it later after the stream. Okay, so this one is fixed, huh? And we can release it. Now, the other thing that I want, there are 2 things that I want to check. One is that I'm getting all these messages that are basically wrong. And second, I want to check why the server is using the wrong animation, right? So in theory, it should be here. I hope he's here. I don't know if he's here, but he should be here. And the second place was where was that? Jesus, so much code in this thing. It was yeah, this. It was this, right? So this is basically doing nothing. Because the receive system message, right, is assuming that you already did the transformation yourself, I think. Receive system message. Receive system message. Yeah. Yeah, this is already a resulting string, so it needs the printf before this somehow, otherwise it will never work, right? Otherwise it will never work, yeah, exactly. So okay, we will test this as well, right? We will test that. We will test that. By the way, did you like the new menu for the card game, Hula? Did you see it? pum, 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 pum. You sent it? Okay, can I play it on stream or... I guess I can. Can I play it on stream? Okay, we are running this meanwhile. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's is this thing running or still loading? Okay, let me play it then. Did you create it now, or is a sample that you is it something you created now, or is it something that you did in the past? Wait, check stackable wet. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I mean, there are a few things that I would change. Like some instruments are a bit aggressive, you know, in terms of sound. Like they are screaming a bit, right? And I think they should be less. So it's just a matter of of choosing an instrument versus another, right? But in terms of style, yes, it could be good. Yes. I think the style is fine. The instruments, I think they needs to be a bit smoother. But it's just a matter of selecting, you know, the right one. But yes. Needs to find obviously the right team and such, right, to be, but yes. Okay, so let me see first what kind of animation are we getting, right? In theory, we should get the cast animation. Process, get animation, cast. Yeah, exactly. Ay. Why? So the animation seems to be correct. Oh shit. Receive harvest animation. Hey, yes, it is cast actually. Yeah, it's a client side. This thing is client side. PT. So the animation somehow is broken client side. We can check it, but it seems that cast is not corresponding to cast for whatever reason. Maybe maybe it's not. Maybe it's called the spell cast. Maybe the name is wrong, but kind of unlikely. The second thing I want to check is so let me see here. Receive cast animation. Receive harvest animation. Send to client with cast. Okay, we will test that. And then the other thing I want to test is the why when this finishes, right, and we get the message is not properly transformed. Container type. Get event data. Not this. Where was it? Was it here? No, it's not here. Was before? No, where was it? Ah, here. Okay, so here for example, here we get starting quality calculation with quality percentage F, right? And then we have this function that in theory should do the formatting, right? But it seems it's not doing anything. It seems he's not doing anything. Because it's percentage F and not percentage S, I guess. Possible. Let me do the... Can I change 1 second? Can I edit this? Add to watches. Can I change it? Can I edit the last character to be a percentage S instead of F? No, come on. Huh? What the fuck? No, I mean... Okay, did it. Okay, let me see if this way works. No. It's not doing it anyway. It's not doing it anyway. Why? He needs the okay, the bracket 0. Let me do it again. But the bracket 0, I cannot really do it here. It will never work. Well, I can do a trick maybe. Bracket 0 and bracket. Okay, let's try like this. It did it. Yeah, so it needs to have, instead of percentage %f, it needs to have the bracket 0. Okay, that we can fix directly in the script. So that's kind of easy actually. We can fix it directly in the script. I don't know if I will remember to do it, but let's say that now we know. Now we know, but I would like to understand before that, I would like to understand okay, so this is easy to fix, right? By the way, look at this. We replace percentage %f with so we can use format. Seems that using in multi-script causes issue. Oh fuck, really? Fuck. So, okay. This problem we forget for a second. I think there was already a problem, right? Here. But basically the point is that these expects percentage, right? This format expects yeah, exactly. Expects as placeholder for the substitute. Exactly. Exactly. Pretty cool. Okay. So let me see why on the client side, right, a cast animation is not properly propagated, right? So that's very strange, but it seems to happen. At least we fixed that one bug, which is nice. It's been there, by the way, forever. It's not an Unreal Engine thing. That is there since the beginning of the game. Pretty much. And by the way, it is the same for anything, not just enchanting gems, right? Anything that you create that has a quality 300 and has no modifiers, right? You will get no practice for. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, let's search for this. Receive harvesting animation. We have a lot of blueprints. Okay, receive harvest animation, right? So this animation is set to cast. We should play animation. Ah, by the way, it's also printed on the client, so I didn't even look at it. But in theory, here somewhere on the client, you should say. You can check that. Yeah, we should play this animation cast, jump to section name cast, end of section 0 fail for montage harvesting. Mistakes were made. Yes, because we because we use a specific montage just for harvesting, which is different. Yeah. Why we send an harvesting one, by the way? But anyway, so we have two ways. Well, I mean, we have two ways to fix it. Temporarily, I could just change the cast to something else that is in the harvesting montage, right? And I don't know what we have, but yeah, and so it's defaulting to this, right? So we have this mining, we have this mining, we have this mining, we have this fishing, we have this fishing idle, we have this craft hammer, we have this craft, we have the take flour. Why is not changing? Oh, what the fuck? Wait. Where is the indicator? Wait, I think it messed up. I think it definitely messed up. Why if I go here, I lose after this, I lose my cursor. That is ridiculous. It seems that I cannot click right here or here. I can click only up to here for whatever reason. It's because they are connected, or pick the next section currently looped. Okay, so in theory we could use this. We could pass craft instead of passing. It's not something that I really like actually, but or we have this, or we have this, which is the harvesting. But we don't have the cast actually. But we have this one. For sure this one is better than the mining animation, right? So if we pass craft instead of cast, we can fix it right now. So all the gem enchanting can have craft instead of cast, and then it will work. The only problem is how to find them. Well, we find them by name. Let me see. Name. Name enchant. Yes, I think they are all. So we could do an update on trade processes where we could do an update on trade processes where name equal to enchant. And I think we catch them all. Oh yes. So we do update. We do update what? Hello, Fanar. How are you? You have a question for me? What do you do if you see a kid no older than 10 chasing a receipt? What do you mean chasing a receipt? He had lost all the cause of the wind while the mother is busy dealing with her youngest child and baby stroller loading into a vehicle and the kid is trying to chase after the receipt. What do you mean? Depends if he needs the receipt or not. I have no idea. Update. Update what? Trade processes? Trade processes, update, trade processes, set animation equal to craft, where name equal to enchant, right? Let me just do a check. So 109 rows. Oh my god. Okay. Select count from trade processes where name equal to enchant, right? 109. Okay, I think we can do that. I think I can do it in production directly. We're not breaking anything anyway, so. Production. What is the production machine? Like it or not. It is a production machine. We just execute this thing. Okay, it's done. Is done. We require a server restart, but I think we can actually check in our change, build a new server and install it. Right, so I will check in. Pam, what is that, Hula? You're posting. You can post URLs because you are a moderator. Interesting. Okay, I see why you posted that. Okay, so let's build. I think we will check in these two changes and build a server. So let me check in. We have to do it a bit surgically because we don't want to push, right? We don't want to push stuff. We don't want to push stuff that is not needed. Yeah, like at the moment is pushing all this stuff. We don't want any of this, right? So the only thing that we want is 1, 2, and 3, right? And we can compare again the changes, but this is just additional comment, so 0 change. This one is our check. And this one is just another comment, right? So yeah, we can check in those 3 files. So we can say fixed quality 300, no practice given. Now, do we want to release it now? I don't know, because usually, you know, at this time there are more players. Not that we have a lot of players, but in the evening there are more players. So it would be probably better to build it now, but then to release it like tomorrow morning my time, right? Or at lunchtime, whenever I have time. But the release is very easy. I mean, it's just to install a file. What takes time is building it, right? And we can build it now. We can build it now, my boys. So to build it, we need updated instructions, yes. And we need this part, production server, right? Production server. So we do a nice RM minus RF, always thrilling. And then we do this and this, and hopefully we get only those 2 files. Yeah, with 3 files. Yes, we got only those 3 files. Okay, nice. Then we can just do this. Home build shipping server. And here it is, running. Para. I added some new music, by the way. I added 2 albums of Terraria, which are very weird, but I think they are interesting. Yeah, there is some deprecated stuff, but Para-pa-para-pow. Okay, it's building, guys. If we don't get any errors, we can package it, and then tomorrow I can just copy the file. There was an error on something, but I think it was dark shader color material, cannot find file. Ah, yes, you know, that's not used anyway. That's some old stuff. Yeah, we just have to wait. We cannot do much else, actually. Just have to wait this thing to finish. It's building, it's building, it's building. We have just to wait a bit, but it doesn't take much. It just take like a few minutes. I'm reading some news meanwhile. How did the game end at the end? Let's check. Let's check. Mondiali Calcio 2026. Sometimes you hear me speak in Italian as well, eh? Argentina won 2-1. Really? So England will not be very happy today. Argentina will be super happy. You see how it goes? There's always someone unhappy. You cannot make everyone happy, huh? Maybe not. Cooking, building, packaging. Cooking packages, storing packages. Just doing a bunch of stuff, but it's just taking time. I can make it bigger if you want to read. Boom. This is what it's doing. It's building, building, storing, storing, compressing, compressing, packaging, packaging. The number to look for is this one. So 11,000 packages total. No, 11,000 packages, remaining 9,000 for a total of 20,000. So there is the number that actually tells us what is the progress, right? So when this number goes to 0, in theory the cooking is finished. I'm surprised it takes so much time for the server to cook, because not using textures or anything, but anyway, the animations, yes, probably. The mother didn't buy any clock in the receipt is important. Perhaps it's the winning ticket. Yes, you know, you never know what that receipt is. Maybe it's the lottery with 1 billion winning. So we don't know. I think you finished. Or is, I mean, is finish the cooking first. Yeah. I'm just waiting this process to finish, my boys. There's not much else I can do meanwhile because it's using a lot of the machine. Well, it's actually the Linux machine, but I'm just reading some news meanwhile. The news of this crazy world. Okay, it's done. Okay, it's done. So after this is done, we have to do this. We have just to check what is the current version that we have, but I think it's the 075C, I assume. Fuck, I messed up. I did Control V in Linux, which is not really the way. We don't. Anyway, let's do D. Probably I deleted it for some reason. It's kind of strange. So we do this. Well, wait. Where does this going? This is going in. No, wait. Is here? Is here? Yeah, but it's not here. It's a bit weird, huh? Anyway. That's fine. Let's do this. I mean, if I could do it now, it would be easier, right? But I don't want to stop the... I don't want to stop the server if people are doing something. I don't know. We already have so few players, right? I try to avoid stopping the server when they play. Bam bam, bada bam bam bam. Bada bam bam bam. Bada 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 bada. Bada bada bam. Who's online? There's also some new people, or no? Yeah, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow, maybe at lunchtime or when I wake up, right? It takes like 10 minutes, so I will probably not do it now. We can complete the tar file, and we can complete the movement to the server side, and then let me just check on the server what is the current version. The current version should be 55C. Yes, it's 55C. So yeah, we're good. As soon as this is completed, we can copy it over, and then that's done. We can then flag these two bugs as fixed. Wow, one was reported in 2023. Whee! Okay, so this is done, right? So we did the tar file. So the only thing I have to do, I have actually to move it from this machine to my machine. Wait. From this machine to distro client, no, server. Okay, I have it here. So we move it from the Linux machine to my Windows machine, just because I want to have a copy of everything. And then we copy from my Windows machine to production, okay? So to my machine is like 40 seconds left, so it's very quick. Very, very quick, my boys. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, so it's copied on my machine. Now from my machine, we move it to production. Okay. This will take a bit more. Will take like, wow, super fast. Wow, I'm impressed. 40 seconds. It takes about the same time. Oh wow, fantastic. It's going very fast actually. So 20 seconds and we have it on the server. Now, when it's on the server, right, the only thing that we have to do, we have to execute this, but this is very fast. It's just copying some files, right? And the SQL update we did already. So I will do it tomorrow morning when I wake up. I think is the easiest, right? So yeah, I think that's all for today. You made some Sapphire Delifia teas, nice. They are tasting very, very nice and sweet. Huh? Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow I may be slightly late as usual on Thursdays, but I will try to be on time if I can. Yup, I will see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you want to click follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that's a great idea. And also if you want to download our game, remember that it is released. You can visit these weird places. And it is also on Steam, so if you want to download it on Steam, you can do it there. Bye. Bye bye. I'm pretty happy that we fixed that bug. Very nice. Very nice, we fixed the bug and we also fixed the animation. Very nice.